Hey guys, what's going on? This is Kaylee. Today I'm going to be doing a video that has been pretty much requested by a lot of people. This video is going to be about comparing and contrasting the two most popular beginner snakes for a reptile owner. And in this video I'm going to try to cover the pros and the cons of owning a ball python and a corn snake. Alright, so we're going to start off with the corn snake. And the corn snake, it will get a little bit bigger than the ball python. As you know, corn snakes are usually a little bit more thin, but they are much longer, or usually much longer, than a ball python. Their length usually varies from 3 to 5 feet. There have been recordings of 6 feet corn snakes, which is actually quite large. Considering I'm only 5'6", they'd be taller than I am. They're a good size, nothing like a boa constrictor or a large python, so they're going to be good for kids, but they will get a little lengthy. Alright, so cage size these days is a huge issue, and you can go with a bin as a cage, or you can go with just a glass aquarium, but the corn snake usually needs anywhere from a 20-gallon to a 40-gallon in size. And I had the snakes in my room. Screech was in a 20-gallon, but usually people judge by if the snake can comfortably turn around in the cage. So meal sizes can really vary anywhere for any snake. Corn snakes usually start out really small with pinkies, and they can build up all the way to a small rat. It just depends on how often you would like to feed them. You could feed an adult corn snake twice a week with an adult mouse instead of going up to a size of a rat. Pretty much any snake other than a garter snake you're going to have to feed mice. Corn snakes do not eat any kind of bugs. So if you're not looking for a snake to eat mice, I would definitely go with a garter snake. But since we're not talking about garter snakes, corn snakes usually eat about a small rat, and they can eat frozen or live, so that's pretty good for you guys. So activity. Corn snakes are usually very active, especially during dusk and dawn, and they're very fast moving. Sometimes the corn snake has a tendency to bite, and a bite from a corn snake isn't going to kill you. It could leave a few teeth in your finger, and it might make it bleed, but really, you get more scared than you get more hurt. It's happened to me about 2 billion times, trust me. Corn snakes also are very, very, very good at getting out of their cages. I have personal experience from this, and if you're going to get a corn snake, I would definitely recommend getting cage locks or putting a few large bricks on your snake's cage. Ball pythons, as you know, since they're a python, they're usually a little bit more thicker. They will probably get to about that thickness, which is about maybe 2 inches thick. That's pretty big for a ball python, but they definitely will get much thicker than a corn snake. Ball python, their length usually varies 3 to 4 feet. Males are smaller than females, so if you're looking for a smaller ball python, I would definitely go with a male. It's not always guaranteed, but usually males are a wee bit smaller. Females are usually bigger. The cage for a ball python, since they do get a little bit thicker, I would definitely make sure you get to about a 40-gallon for them. Again, bins always work for those kind of animals since they're nocturnal and they don't need UVB. They just need a heat mat. You can use any kind of bin that's large enough, and you can also use a glass aquarium. Now, meal size can vary, really, it always varies on how large the snake is. Usually I would see a ball python eating a small to medium rat. Their meals will get a little bit larger than the corn snake because they are thicker. They might not be as long, but they will be thicker. The ball python's activity, they're very slow, which is where they get their name, ball python. They like to ball up. They're really easy for young children to handle, so if you have a 5-year-old, I would probably recommend getting a ball python if you're planning to hold it a bunch. Handling ball pythons is a whole different story, but they are easier to handle than corn snakes. One of the things about ball pythons is they need high humidity. This can lead to shedding issues if you don't get the humidity all the way up to about 80%. Shedding is not a huge deal. They can develop eye caps, which is probably not the best, but if they do have shedding problems, you need to bathe them.
So we have to bathe her several times to get all of her extra shit off. Oh, I almost cussed. I have to do that again. Oh,